Your GNG, general next generation. So for any number to the power 0 is equal to 1. So this rule, a power 0, this a power 0, they gives us, for this number a power 0, we get 1. So it's as simple as this. So you should just know. So if you are giving, we're going to get 1. And but, guys, if you are given minus the this will even a small toddler can answer. Come here, let me show you. Even here at GNG, even a child like this can answer us, can give us the correct answer. 8 power 0, what do you get?
1.
Good. Right? So it's very simple, guys. It's very, very simple. So 8 power 0, we get what? But guys, the difference is, if we put minus 8 power 0, our answer is now going to be minus 1. Minus 8 power 0, our answer is going to be minus 1. But if we take minus 8, then we put the brackets, then a 0 outside here. We say minus 8, open bracket, close bracket, power 0. The answer is 1. 0 achinokwanya neka minus aka, but apa ka minus kapona boza akasichi aka, the minus is not inside the bracket. So x plus 2 to the power 0, this is going to give us 1. Right. I have got a challenging question, guys. So what is the value here? 6 8 to the power 0. Give me the answer. Give me the answer. So guys, it's very simple. Let me continue. You are going to be given equations using this law. They're going to give you equation like 10 to the power x is equals to 1. Then they are going to tell you that find the value of x. Find x. So it's very simple. Just know the rule. How am I going to get 1? So you equate. So if you have 10 here, you must put 10 to the power something, so that you're going to get 1. So it's 10 to the power x here is host. So we said here, we are going to say 10. But if you put 10, you're going to say to the power n, so that we can get 1. Remember the rule. Any number to power 0 is 1. So you're going to say 10 power 0. So if there is 10 here and 10 here, you just take the powers. You equate the powers. So we are going to say x is equal to 0. That is the value of x. So if you put 0 here, 10 power 0 is equal to 1, 10 power 0 is equal to 1. You have proved the answer. So let me give you a question. 10 power x minus 1 is equal to 2 to the power x minus 1. Try to solve this. It's very simple, guys. I'm counting seconds. 1, 2. Right, so it's very simple, guys. So what can you do here? Here, you must put 2 to the power n, so that you can get 1. That's very simple. So it's like 2 to the power x minus 1 is equal to 2 to the power 0. For 2 to the power 0, it gives us 1. So if there is 2 now here and 2 now here, you just equate the powers. Your general next generation, so it will be x minus 1, and now taking the powers is equal to 0, you put 1 here, so it will be x is equal to 1. That's very simple as this. So if you put here 1 here, it will be 1 minus 1, 0, 2 power 0 is 1, 1 is equal to 1. It's very simple. So okay, that's how you can solve. Then the last guys, the last thing that you can use, the last formula, you can use this a power, the law of indices, a power minus 2. This gives us 1 over a power 2. Remember I said this negative is the inverse. So inverse means divided by 1. So you're going to say 1 over a power 2. So you'll be given something like this, 5 power minus 2. So this will give you 1 over 5 power 2, which will give you 1 over 25. It's very simple, guys. You're going to be given 0.5 to the power minus 2. So it's very simple, guys. Remember, any number, how many decimal places do we have? Is 1 decimal place. So 0.5 is like we are saying 5 over 10. If it was 0.05, we would going to say 5 over 100. So remember, the power minus 2. So remember what we said, how are we going to remove this negative sign? We're going to put 10 above, and the 5 below, like this. Yes. It's up to you to start solving what is in the bracket. It's up to you to say 10 squared, 5 squared, then you are going to get 4. But the simplest is saying 5 into 5, 1, 5 into 10, that's 2, 2 to the power 2, that's 4. Or you were going to say 10 squared, that's 100, 5 squared, that's 25, 25 into 25, that's 4. This will give you the same answer. So sometimes they give equations following this law. This law. They may give you an equation like, they may ask you, they may say 3k is equals to 1 over 27. So find the value of k. So you are going to say 3 power k is equals to, what is the value? 1 over 27. We said 1 means divided by 1, or it's the inverse. So we may reverse 27 to 27 power negative 1. Because 27 power negative 1 is equivalent to 1 over 27. So we are going to say 3k is equals. So then 27 this 3 3 ndo anoti guide yeye kuti 27 ndotifa kumisa kuma bases ani a 3. So 27 is like 3 to the power 3. Right? But there is a negative sign which is in the inverse. So remember, this 27 is an inverse. So we put this negative here. Then base and base rafadan. So k is equals to negative 3. So what if you are given 5 power x is equals to 1 over is equals to 1 over 25? What are you going to do, guys? We're going to say 5 power x to g and g is equals to g. This 25 we said here it is reduced to 5 power minus 2. So it's like 5 to the power 2. But remember, divided by 1 means inverse, so we put a negative here. So it will be 5 power x is equals to 5 power minus 2. So then if the bases are the same, we just equate the powers. There's also some situation, guys. Just allow me to abbreviate. Right. Just want to see there's some situation. We'll be given x power 2 over 3 is equals to 4. Right? So to solve this power, guys, must come, you brought it here. But when it comes here, this denominator, vayaita numerator, this numerator will become the denominator. So this will be x is equals to 4 to the power 3 over 2. Then which law of indices are you going to solve this so that you are going to get x? Prove me. So I'm not going to further solve this. So you should come out with the value of x. Then while we are solving indices, there are some things that we are asked there. We may also be asked, what is the square of root 3? Remember the way the square means. Just say root 3 times root 3. So it's like we are saying root 3 multiplied by root 3. So it's very simple. We get root 9, and what is the value of root 9? It's 3. Or just remember that this sign means this is half. Right? So if the question asks you what is the square of root 3, we are just saying put a 2 here. Right? We just put a 2 here. So if this root sign means half, it will be half times the 2 for the square. So this and this will cancel each other. Then 3 power 1, this will give you 3. It's very simple, guys. So then if they say the square root, what is the square of half? It's like we are saying half times half. So the square of half is quarter. Right? It's very simple. What is the square of? Right? It's very simple as this, guys. Then also remember some like this one, the cube root of 0,027. So to solve this, the cube root, it's very simple, guys. Which number has 3 zeros? So we are going to say 3. Which number has 3 zeros? That's 1000. So you're going to say 27 over 1000. This gives us 0.027. So what is the cube root of 27? That's 3. Right? What is the cube root of 1000? That's 10. 10 times 10 times 10 will get 1000. So this is the answer. If they want the answer in decimal place, 10 into 3, 0.10 into 30, 3. This will be the answer. Okay? So can you find, guys, this the cube root of 0.064? Find the cube root of this. Can you try to solve? Find the cube root of this. This means you're going to say 64 over 1000, guys. Which number we can multiply 3 times to give us 64? That's 4. Say 4 times 4, 16 times 4, 64. Over the number we can multiply 3 times to give us 1000, that's 10. So our answer is going to be 0.4. So they may also ask you something like this: 0.064, the square of 0.0064. The square of 0.0081. We can just use the same art like this. We're going to say 0, which number has 4 zeros? That's 10,000. You're going to 64 over 10,000. Put our 2 here. We say that what is the square root of 64? That's 8. What is the square root of 10,000? Number 2 times like 2 managed by 10,000. That's 100. So you're going to say 100 into 8. That's 0, into 80. That's 0 into 800. That's 8. So if they want the answer, just mark. So can you solve this for me? Can you solve this for me? Your GMG.